Hello YouTube. I'm kind of a new collector here to watches over the past few months, and what I'd like to do is do something I haven't seen on YouTube before. This video is going to focus on a company called The Fifth, and many of you know and have seen the videos about their watches. They're a company based out of Australia, and primarily they focus on fashion watches. And while this is a good thing for many, a lot of people in the watch community kind of, rag on them a bit because they're not haute, or they're not exactly, the top of the line. They're not a Rolex, but they do serve a niche, and they are very popular. And what I did this time was I decided I'd pull the trigger on one of their limited edition watches. I'm a VIP member. I haven't purchased one of their products yet, but this one, it appealed to me. So what we're going to do is kind of do an unboxing. I haven't opened the box yet. So to give you a couple of stats on the watch, we have this here in front of us. This is the Fifth LTD EDT number 003. It is a black watch. It has a matte finish on the dial, and as I bring it out, you'll see what it looks like. So the case is 42 millimeters. The band is 20 millimeters, which is a good size, I think. Thickness is 10. They all tend to be fairly standard as far as the case size. 100 millimeter or 100 meter water resistance, which is something new for them. Typically they're doing 50 millimeters, or 50 meters, sorry. It is a Japanese quartz movement. It is a mineral crystal, fairly standard. This is the first time they've done a silicone strap, and all of them have a signed crown, so this is going to be a little different for what they do. So they have this lovely box, which of course covers another lovely box, this guy right here. So we're going to go ahead and open that up. Forgive my big maws. And this also is something that they like to do on the top of their boxes. Time is what we make it. Well, that's not exactly true, but okay, it's kind of a nice slogan. So we'll go back to the box. Has this insert here, and we have this lovely thing here, if this thing will adjust. And of course that's going to have the instructions. However, it does have this little manual here. Limited edition, 100 pieces only. Congrats! If you're reading this, you're one of the lucky few to participate in one of our most exclusive releases yet. Limited to 100 pieces, available worldwide to those in the know. Each model is individually numbered and comes with a limited edition dial and special packaging. Well, that's fantastic. And of course, all the lovely things about the company and what they do, and that's all fine and dandy, and there you go. Okay, fantastic. So we've done that. And then this is just the adjustments. If it'll focus, come on. There you go. So as a bracelet that you may need adjustment to fit your wrist. Well, it's not really a bracelet, it is a silicone strap. So this is kind of new. So we take it out of the box. Right away I see a problem, and that is, why isn't there something to stop the hands while it's in shipping? That's alright. So I'm going to try and get this to focus here. So right away you can see, there we go. So yeah, that's a little different for them. It is the first time they have a day-date complication, and these the minute markers, the indices, it looks like they are gray. They're not white. and it is a gray second hand on it. So yeah, not too shabby. The feel of the silicone here, this wrist, or not wrist, band, the wristband, it's not too thick and it's not too thin, and that's a good thing. That is perfectly fine. And of course it's got the 5th there, if you can see it. My big maw, there we go. Okay, the other thing is that on the limited edition, instead of the Roman numeral 5, they put an actual Arabic 5 on it, which is their way of distinguishing it. This is the 3rd that they've done so far, and this one I think is probably the more modern, I guess, out of the ones that I've seen. It does have a signed crown, which is fantastic, and then the back is engraved. I have 72 of 100. So, it's interesting. This watch was $140, and what they try to do as a company is try to limit these watches in terms of numbers, but not make them, so expensive. I'm not exactly sure where they're produced, but with it being a Japanese quartz, you can do those, fairly cheaply. You can probably have these done in China, but I don't want to say that that's where it's from because I don't know. But as you can see, it's a pretty stylish little watch, and we'll go ahead and pull that aside for now. But just so you know, I'm a new collector, but I'm pretty, somebody who doesn't like to get things that are all that cheap, and I like things that are unique. So just to give you an idea, this is my watch here, and that is a Seiko Alpinist. It's an SARB017, and so I prefer automatics, but this watch in general did kind of catch my eye, and it is unique, and I like the look of it. In terms of doing a wristwatch check, other than putting this thing on instead of my wristwatch, that's going to be feet, so I'm not going to do that here. But as you can see, it is very unique for what it brings to the table, at least as far as the 5th is concerned. This is not something that they do. This is supposed to be a little bit more rugged, a little bit more sporty, maybe their interpretation of a sport watch or a tool watch. Quite frankly, my SARB is a lot better in that regard. But I do like this watch a lot, just from the look of it. And so just wanted to say thank you to our friends over there in Australia at the 5th. This is a very nice watch for what it is, and you can't deny that they do some really fine work, producing something that is stylish and definitely looks sophisticated. So that said, this has been the 5th LTD EDT number 03, and I'm one of 100 people that have it, so that's pretty cool. So if you have any questions or comments, certainly leave it below. This is a new thing for me. I don't really have a channel. Just want to put this out there. So have a great day, and thank you for your time, and yeah, take it easy. Bye.